How's everyone going today? I got some pretty exciting news to talk about. Final Fantasy VII Remake and Shenmue 3. Both have been awaited by fans for a very long time. I personally never played Final Fantasy or Shenmue, but I'm personally excited about these two titles because I want to get into both games. So, let me just kind of share my thoughts on this today, and, yeah. So I was watching the Sony press conference live for E3, and they first showed off Final Fantasy Worlds. I'm sure you've heard this from a million other sources, but like for me personally, I was just like, oh, this doesn't look bad, but I don't think this is what fans really wanted per se, you know. Then they showed off the Final Fantasy VII remake, and I was pretty hyped for it. I mean, I have Final Fantasy VII sitting right here. I'm about to go play that for the first time ever, but again, you know, I was looking forward to it. It looked pretty cool, and all I can say is that I hope that it's as good as the original. I haven't played the original, but I hear a lot of good things about it. So, you know, I hope it captures everything that the original did, while also bringing in some new stuff that maybe they weren't able to do with the original. Also, I don't know if it was just me, but I have a feeling that the reason why we hadn't gotten a Final Fantasy VII remake for the longest time was maybe because they were focusing on trying to make the best possible product, much like Final Fantasy XIII Versus, where it became Final Fantasy XV. And I also like how in the trailer, just like in the Final Fantasy XV trailer, that they kind of hint at the fact that, yeah, they know that it's been a very long time, but they finally made a comeback with Final Fantasy VII Remake. And I think that this is probably going to be one of the better Final Fantasies. I know there's a few that fans just really despise, but I'm looking at you, Hallway Fantasy 13, but yeah, for myself personally, even though I'm not a fan, I do want to get into the series, and 7 is the one that I've wanted to play the most. Like, I don't know what it is. I guess it's just the fact that I hear a lot of good things about 7 in particular, so yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and I'll probably stream that Final Fantasy VII Remake whenever I get that, so yeah, look forward to that. Now, Shenmue 3. First off, I want to start off with what I'm disappointed about with it. There's no disc version for the PS4, although I've heard that if you pay a certain amount, you can get one. But as far as I'm aware, there's no disc-based PS4 version, only for PC, which I thought was really weird how the console version of Shenmue 3 can't get a disc, but the PC can, which is, I don't know. That's just really weird to me, but other than that, it looks really good. That is the one of the few games that I really like the water, because the water looks so good in that game, and I might be showing off some screenshots here, but like, as you can see, the water looks really good. This is another series that I have not played. I do have Shenmue 2 for the Xbox, but I don't have the first one for the Dreamcast, but that being said, it is something I want to get into. I've also been told that if I like the Yakuza games, that I would like those games because they're very similar. So I actually do happen to like the Yakuza games, so I'm guessing I'm really going to enjoy my time with Shenmue. That being said, I'm also looking forward to picking that up and possibly streaming that as well, so that it'll be, you know, something new instead of Metal Gear and probably eventually Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition. But that being said, those are the two games I'm personally looking forward to so far. Of course, there's other games like Metal Gear Solid 5, but those were the two games that I wanted to talk about here today. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you all in the next video.